for America. Now, did the bill go from big to little? What happened is that the bipartisan deal that got struck by elected officials of our country were overthrown by two billionaires throwing a fit, and it's not even January.
Scott, what's your take on that?
Isn't it weird how first the media says Trump's a dictator? Now they're saying that he's a puppet of an unelected billionaire. The media wants you to be very concerned and worried about Trump's hypothetical weaponization of the DOJ against his political opponents. But they've been lying to the country for the last 4 years about Joe Biden's weaponization of the DOJ against his opponents. The media wants everyone very worried about billionaires and unelected staffers secretly running the country in regards to Donald Trump and Elon Musk, who hasn't even taken office yet. But they continue to lie and cover for whoever's running the country right now and for the last 4 years. That sort of alternate reality propaganda bubble leads to the sort of insane exchanges like you're about to see, where Van Jones repeats the assigned talking points about Donald Trump and Elon Musk without the self-awareness to realize he's stepping right into his own body bag.
It's called ruled by rich folks. And that's what we're dealing with. A bunch of rich folks, two rich people threw a fit online and threw the government upside down. That is not good for America. Now, did the bill go from big to little? What happened is that the bipartisan deal that got struck by elected officials of our country were overthrown by two billionaires throwing a fit, and it's not even January.
Scott, what's your take on that?
Well, if Van is concerned about unelected officials running the government, I would invite him to review the last 4 years of the Biden administration and maybe pick up the Wall Street Journal this week. We've apparently had a president that's so diminished that his staff has been hiding it from the American people and making key decisions on behalf of our government, despite never having been elected to anything at all. So if you're concerned about it tonight, maybe take a look over the last 4 years.
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies.
But isn't it interesting that this narrative drops at the exact moment we get 100% confirmation that the media lied to America about Joe Biden's mental decline and who's been in charge of the country for the last 4 years?
Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden is the best Biden ever.
She knows so long as she was 9.
In fact, I think he's better than he's ever been.
President Biden has a photographic memory. His understanding and mastery of a complicated geopolitical situation is remarkable.
He is sharp, intensely probing, and detail-oriented and focused.
Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here.
I was sitting, 2 feet from him across the table, and he was, intense.
Have trouble walking sometimes? Yeah, so did FDR. He wanted GD war.
But he's totally focused. He's very sharp.
They say he's sharp in meetings and so on.
Very lucid, very well informed. Biden is stately, and he comes with gravitas. There hasn't been, as far as I know, a single claim that Biden made a mistake.
Stop. You lying motherfucker, stop.
It's just like when Joe Biden gets credibly accused of weaponizing the DOJ against his political opponents. And then the media not only defends him, but then instead fearmongers about Donald Trump hypothetically weaponizing the DOJ against his political opponents.
That's different.
The fact is, unelected left-wing Democrat millionaires and billionaires have had influence on policy and what's happening in Washington for decades now. For example, Hollywood is filled with unelected millionaires and billionaires who have unwarranted influence on behalf of the Democrat Party. George Soros and Bill Gates come to mind. If this is an oligarchy, then Democrats have been one for quite some time now. But I'm sure that's completely different.
This is the biggest scandal in America, and the level and volume of people who dedicated themselves to lying to everyone at home about this man's condition for 4 straight years up through this summer is breathtaking. It's a scandal of epic proportions, and it's a fair question to ask. Who is running the country? Who has been running the country? And as I said earlier, if you're worried about Donald Trump's advisors having influence, for the last 4 years, apparently this president, duly elected, but this president was not capable of fulfilling the duties of the office. And his staff and the White House lied about it. and kept it from the American people. It's an absolute scandal.
Lastly, the legacy media and Democrat Party have been exposed. It's over. They lied to the country for the last 4 years about Joe Biden's cognitive decline and who's been in charge of the country. They've lied about virtually everything. Why would anybody be listening to them at this point? But unfortunately, there's still a good chunk of the country that still doesn't get it. Like I said, this narrative about Donald Trump and Elon Musk did not drop until the story broke that the media 100% definitively lied to the country about Joe Biden's decline. You do not hate the media enough, and it appears that no amount of damning exposure will stop them from their onslaught of big lies, which will guarantee that I still have a job. And if you'd like to support this channel, then you can do so by going to c60evo.com/Dronetek and checking out the deals I have there. You can also donate on PayPal or just by hitting that like button and subscribing. That's all I have for this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and make sure to keep checking back for more. Thanks a lot and Merry Christmas.